Be seated. Our sermon today comes to us from Zechariah. Zechariah, the longest of the minor prophets. You remember that Zechariah is the next to last book in the Old Testament. You can find Zechariah, if you are not familiar with where it's located, simply by turning to Matthew and then going 2 books back, the first book of the New Testament. And then just turn back a little. You remember in chapter 8, if you were here last week, we read about how the Lord had made that great promise that he would return to Zion. One of the most awful images in all of the Bible, if we understand it aright, is something that Ezekiel records, which was the departure of the Lord from his temple. The Shekinah glory arose from the temple. It crossed over the brook Kidron to the Mount of Olives to show that the Lord was no longer present in the midst of his people, that they had been rejected by him because they had rejected him. They had turned aside. They had committed spiritual adultery, and the Lord had declared that they were now lo ami, not my people. But the Lord had not allowed that to be the case forever. He had once again reunited his people to himself. He had brought them out of exile after having brought them into exile in Babylon. He had returned them into the land, and he was in the process of restoring them. But not just restoring them to the state that they had enjoyed prior to going into exile. He had made the way clear for something that was far greater even than that, which was, of course, the coming of his own Son, so that truly he would dwell in their midst. That's one of the great messages of Zechariah. I am coming, saith the Lord. Again and again and again, that message is driven home that the Lord